my gosh. All right. All right. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. But let me shout all of my wonderful members. We have Lost in Space, new member, Bobby's back. Shout out to Bobby Peekaboo. Oh my God. Who else? Vic is in the house. Okay. SW4x4. You know what? It says confusional. I didn't know that confusional was a word. I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't know it was a word, but I guess it's a word. Confused, and I took it from, I remember Mariah Carey added it to one of her songs when she told, it was the one that she dedicated to Eminem, "You're confusional." She would say, "You're confusional," and it kind of went with the rhythm. And I always thought, I was like, is that a real word? Come to find out it is. Awesome. Daily, I'm sorry, I have Miss Dailies, and then I have Daisy Girl. Shout out to Daisy Girl in the chat. Sakina, TT, oh my gosh, all my people. Nana, welcome. It's been a minute. How are you? Addie, all the beautiful, wonderful members. Peekaboo, Nicole, my member and my mod, as well as Vic, Blonde, Insta Justice, the good Nunya. Lord have mercy. Shout out to the good Nunya. Dee Dee, welcome. Okay. Yes. And hit that like button, please. Is it Precy? Precy. Pressy? Pressy. I keep adding another. I don't know why I feel like it should be Pressy if I said it right. How are you, my love? Felony Melanie's in the house. Who else is here? Clutching my pearls. Shout out to Clutching my pearls. I love your name. Nat, me and you, Dizzy Dimensions. I cannot for the life of me say your name. And I have said it before. Is it Aesop? Aesop? Aesop Inspiration. Help me. Sinner's in the house. Shout out to Sinner. But help me. I don't want to mess it up. Okay. I really don't want to. Who else? Jen, welcome. June Bug, welcome. Hey, Tina. Belinda, our Facebook folks, thank you so much for hitting the love heart on our live, Belinda. And thank you for always sharing. Kathy, how are you, Kathy? Oh my gosh. Souls says, just got online. Someone recap. Lord have mercy. Where should we start? Where should we start? Ooh, SW sent an email. It's about Jared AWP. Oh, Lord. I got to check my email. I gotta check my email. I got some other stuff I gotta cover too, guys. But I just haven't really had the time. Hey, me and you, renew my membership today. Shout out to all those people that renew their membership and the new members. Absolutely. You know what? I'm kind of in this mood. Why don't we do a little rabbit's work for all the wonderful Cash Apps and the new members? This one's for you. Hopefully, all the new members are on here. Let's do that. Let's start right there. Okay, so shout out to everybody that's coming in. Hey, Rose, welcome, welcome. And who else did I not greet? All right, all the members, wonderful, beautiful members in the house. Thank you guys so much for coming on in. Shout out to everybody from Ohio and all of you love the twerks. Guys, I need you guys, if you're members, you guys got a new emojis. Some of them have been updated. Check out your new emojis because we've added some very interesting emojis, some of which I think you guys are going to really enjoy. Okay. Hey, Clover, welcome. Oh my gosh. Bunny breeder here, says Michelle. All right. What do we start with? I'm going to tell you guys something. I'm really like, now I'm at this point where I'm terribly annoyed by this story because it's kind of like barely making the YouTube streets when we've been reporting this story and noting the inconsistencies with this story. I'm a little bit annoyed, but we got Snake Oil Lady still, Persian median, still making her rounds of interviews. I see you guys are enjoying I see you guys are enjoying. You can't see them on your phone. Lord, all right, you guys got to get on the desktop, but you guys have new emojis. You have to check them out. You guys are enjoying them. I'm seeing that. Yes, we have a Cardi B one too. Finally, we got the Cardi B one. And then we have a 4Y, and then I added some other ones. Okay. Um, I don't know. Where's everybody at with the story if you've been following us? Now, let me tell you what happened. So, Julia went to do an interview on and it wasn't like a scheduled interview. She literally called uh in a live that a creator by the and I'm not familiar with her, but shout out to her. Her name is Alex Erickson, I believe that's her name, and she did an interview somewhat where she answered questions. Um, and I mean, it was an interesting, I would say, interview slash non-interview. And I say that because I was kind of sitting there just thinking about the fact that she's not supposed to do interviews based on what the snake oil lady told her. Told her don't do interviews. Remember? Everybody remember that? They told her don't do interviews, right? So somebody had said in the chat and asked her, which I thought was a valid question, right? They had asked her, why would you name the account I am Madeleine McCann? Like, why name it that? It's because she really wanted to attract the attention. It really, in my opinion, and somebody said it so well in that conversation, was that it attracted the attention. It was meant to attract people's attention to her story. Someone also pointed out and said, well, you could see that two ways. It was either very manipulative to do that, knowing that it was going to attract the McCann's attention or somebody else's, or it was like, I don't know, like really bad to do that. Because what if she's not Madeleine McCann and she just put that out there, right? I saw shout out to Christina Randall, who's another one of my favorite true crime YouTubers. She did like a little bit of a breakdown. I don't feel like she gave a whole big update, but I'm a little bit like we're way ahead as far as reporting on this story. We still have lady over here, Dr. Fi, snake oil Persian lady. I call her that. She calls herself the Persian medium. I'm not trying to offend her, but we still have her doing interviews. So she's allowed to interview about the situation, but um, Julia's not. So I don't know if Fi knows that Julia spoke again on another YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Yeah, Pika was psychic lady don't want her doing interviews because she's gonna get caught up in lies, and psychic chick wants all the clout by gatekeeping her story. I heard, Lily. Was it the is it Alex Erickson? I heard. I heard. I heard. So hey there, welcome, welcome. Okay. So I heard that she did all that. You don't like, I mean, I like her. I think she's okay. Not looking for Julia. DNA will sort it out. Not that medium was a nasty piece of work though. Lord, you guys are going in. Hey Chico. I missed the live earlier, but I did rewatch Dr. Snake Oil Nightmare Food. Lord, you gotta go watch it. Yeah, if you missed the live earlier, we actually caught a live that they didn't save, but I caught it. So you guys can watch it. That was her going on live with her. So she does another interview, okay? And I mean, we can listen to a little bit of this. I'm just telling you guys, I'm kind of like, at this point, I'm a little like, all right, okay. It's barely hitting the YouTube streets. It's barely hitting bigger outlets. You had News Nation report at it. Where are we at right now? Truly, there is nothing else to report on this anymore, unless there is an update. You know what I'm saying? And there really hasn't been. There really hasn't been.
I read she had an ID. You can't get through life without an ID. I did read she didn't have a birth certificate. So that's probably why she was able to be verified on Pornhub. But yeah, either way, like it's sad. If let's say she is Madeleine McCann, I'm sure Kate and Jerry McCann didn't dream of their daughter being a sex worker. And if she's not, like,
Yeah.
it's going to be really sad if the next girl that comes forward really is Madeleine and everyone's like, oh, not this again. But, based on pictures, I'm going to go ahead and say I don't think it really makes sense. I think she might resemble Jerry McCann a little bit. But a lot of the questions people are asking now is surrounding the DNA test, because that is the clip that I posted with Dr. Fia. So Dr. Fia clarified that the DNA test that Kate and Jerry McCann agreed to is only going to happen if I didn't read that she didn't have an ID. I read she had an ID. You can't get through life without an ID. I did read she didn't have a birth certificate. So that's probably why she was able to be verified on Pornhub. But yeah, either way, like it's sad. If let's say she is Madeleine McCann, I'm sure Kate and Jerry McCann didn't dream of their daughter being a sex worker. And if she's
Um And I hate the fact that that's even a factor to this. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. So there's an account out there that's pulling up all of her OnlyFans pictures and all this stuff. Hey, Lost in Space and Just the Tea, please welcome. Hey, Ava, welcome. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't. What does it matter if she is a sex worker, former or recent? I really don't care about that. What? Why would that even play a part to that? Like, I don't think. Well, I don't know, guys. I get a little bit ticked because it's like people hold that shit against people and I don't get it. It doesn't, Clover. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. So I just hate that people use that. Pigeon Mac's like, "Oh, I see how it is." How are you, Pigeon Mac? I don't know, guys. What do you guys think? You guys don't give a I'm telling you, you don't give a crap. Like, does it really matter that this girl uh is or was a sex worker? Does that take away from the fact that she came? Like, it shouldn't. I don't know. If she was actually Maddie still alive, I would expect her to be a sex worker. Why would you say that, Michelle? If she was Maddie and still alive, I don't know what to expect. I don't know. Yeah, you guys misspell your words, please. It plays part because she probably had Munchausen syndrome and has a pathological need for attention. Munchausen, you talking about Munchausen by proxy? The syndrome that was overruled by the DSM, the most recent one? I don't know about that. And typically, Munchausen requires a caregiver doing wrong to someone else, right? To not by proxy. Okay. Hmm. It makes this okay. It makes a conspiracy. I mean, if you told me that girl was a content creator, this is what I said. She's a content. She creates content. That's what she does. I could tell you that. That's what she does. But I don't think how, and I don't understand why. I see what you mean, Johnny. I don't understand why her being a sex worker would play a part. I'm just saying. I hate the narrative that we tend to give people over this. I'm just saying.
Not like, it's going to be really sad if the next girl that comes forward really is Madeleine and everyone's like, "Oh, not this again." But, based on pictures, I'm going to go ahead and say I don't think it really makes sense. I think she might resemble Jerry McCann a little bit. But a lot of the questions people are asking now is surrounding the DNA test, because that is the clip that I posted with Dr. Fia. So Dr. Fia clarified that the DNA test that Kate and Jerry McCann agreed to is only going to happen if I didn't read.
So the DNA test, and I think she doesn't finish it here, but we'll have to look into it, okay? And I'll probably pull it. I guess she'd only agreed to it if her parent Julia's parents agree to it or they do it. I don't know, yo. I don't know. A lot of this is just it's like, oh my lord, like it's just so back and forth, okay? Let me
That
see.
she didn't have an ID. I read she had.
Hold up. Let me see if there's more to this. Cuz I'm like, how much do I really want to check into this? Let's go to her interview real quick. Lord, how come do I have to follow her? I hope not. Here we go. I mean, I don't follow the lady, as you can see. But she only did little snippets of her interview. Nothing
I
too
didn't
big.
read that she didn't have an ID. I read she had an ID. You can't get through life without an ID. I did read she didn't have a birth certificate. So that's probably why.
And no, I mean, I don't know what to make of this story at this point. It's just so many things. And it's funny because a lot of the information that's being put out there is so conflicting with each other. Please note that between the DNA test, between how Julia came about this idea that, she was Maddie McCann. Yeah, I don't know. So people have spoken. I mean, she went like she wasn't supposed to go to any interviews or do anything else, but she did go to another content creator, and shout out to her. I'm gonna see if I can pull it. Where I guess I don't know if she was in the chat, but she spoke about the situation. I'm trying to see where exactly.
Is there a way that you can access, like here in the United States, I can get my own birth certificate and social security card once I turn 18 years old? do you not have that option where you live?
today?
I will answer for the second question now. Okay. In Poland, we have possibility to get access to birth certificate after 18 years old, after being adult. So I have this possibility, but it's in another city, and I talked with a woman from this place where I can get this document, and it's not normal in Poland. I don't know how it's in abroad, but in Poland, it's not normal that this woman told me everything by phone.
What do you guys think? Just because she has access doesn't mean it's legitimate. The family says she keeps going off her meds. That could be the case, right, Leandra? If there's any chance of all 100% do DNA, otherwise Julia does need help. Whatever she is, her story needs investigation. And I also posted on the community tab that there was a detective that was involved in the case that says that he does not believe this is Julia, or excuse me, this is Maddie McCann. So even other people are feeling like this is just holding no weight. This holds no weight for me now. If she thought she genuinely was this person, that DNA would have been done already. I would, but here's the deal. It's like, say that the authorities are the gatekeepers of this. The family statement that we read this morning, which is what they have on the screen right now, okay? They said, this is our daughter. This is our daughter, and we're not going to be entertaining anything. They don't want to entertain a circus. They said, we've given that information to the authorities. So it's not like I want to make it clear that the parents are not running away from this. They're just not willing to cooperate with social media, as they shouldn't have to, right? If they're cooperating with authorities and willing to give DNAs and all that other stuff to authorities, why should they have to cooperate with the snake oil lady, the Persian medium? Why should they have to cooperate with her? That's the problem that I have with that. It's this demanding of expectation, you know? Did I hear that right? She's an S worker, but her parents won't let her do DNA tests? Here's the deal. Let's not get it twisted. She's also over the age of 21. Okay. So when I hear the word pedophile, when I hear the word different things, I'm like, well, she's not a child. Okay. And I'm not saying that people aren't targeting her that would look to exploit her. Hint, hint, Persian medium. Okay. But I'm just kind of wondering, well, what is this all about at this point? You can get forged papers anywhere if you know the right people. Very true. I'm not disputing that. Absolutely. I wouldn't want to, if that was my daughter, you wouldn't want to do the DNA. Snake oil lady needs to send her ancestry and DNA. Lord have mercy. They're not feeding it. TT, they're not feeding into it. They're not. Snake oil lady, having a child with mental health issues is difficult. This must be hurting her bio parents in that case. She is an adult. She can do her own DNA test. She doesn't want to pay for it. Lord. She's grown. Maybe she speaks of a pedo from her past, but it wouldn't be a pedo now. Thank you, Nicole. If we want to get technical, okay? It wouldn't be something now. Because when they talk about a pedo, like, I get it, okay. I'm thinking somebody that's targeting a child. She's not a child. She's not. I will say this, though, by observation, she is very childlike. She gives me a very childlike impression based on observation. But I don't know. Same? Okay. I wouldn't want to make statements against my daughter. And you know what, Vic? Thank you for saying that. So I understand where they're coming from. They're not trashing their daughter. Hear me when I say that. When you read the statement, they're not saying my daughter is a piece of crap for coming out here, or my daughter is this, and that for doing this in front of everybody and hurting the family. They're not doing that. They're literally just saying, like, listen, she struggles. She's had some issues. We've offered her help. Even Julia acknowledges it on this conversation here with this creator. So in my mind, I'm just thinking, well, okay, like, Are we dealing with a familial issue here? Maybe she was so upset with her parents that she decided to lash out, or she planned something. I don't know. Because some of this is not making sense. Now, somebody send me a screenshot. I don't know how valid this is. Now, I'm going to say allegedly, because as I try to be very careful about how I put out information. That Julia had joined a Missing Madeleine McCann Facebook group about a year ago. She joined a group about a year ago. So when she says, and she's asked, when did you realize that you were, Maddie McCann? She kind of puts a time frame about a month ago or so, something like that. This I was like, yo, this story. Absolutely. Her family has spoken out. She's not Madeleine, and I do believe she knows it. But look at all the attention she's getting right now. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Miss Kathy P. Yes. I couldn't agree more. Playground snipers wouldn't be attracted to her now anyways. She's too old. Lord have mercy. My 20-year-old is still very much a child, needs guidance and support. I can't imagine saying the things they said about their own child. If my kid was up there claiming this, I would help them first. Michelle, let me ask you a question. And for those that are still kind of stuck in this, how do you think? Okay. And I know I have a lot of mothers and fathers here, grandmothers, guardians. Let me ask you guys a question. Let's say that you are Julia's mother. How would you help? Especially when they have self-disclosed, when they've disclosed this, that Julia has a lot of mental health needs, and they've been trying to work with her with psychiatrics, getting her medication. Callie, how are you? My love, how would you guys, okay? Then type it in the chat. Let me know. If you are Julia's mother, would you give in to the pressures of doing a DNA test? Because at this point, that's what it is. It's the application of pressure based on what's been put out there. And I think that the Persian medium, Dr. Phi, has kind of knows this. Pigeon Mac, answer my question. I know it's a good question. I'm wondering, how would you guys put yourself in that predicament? Your daughter, who you gave birth to or raised or whatever, okay? You've dealt with these mental health issues. She's been from facility to facility, psychiatric care. Suddenly, maybe she leaves the house. She's doing different things. She's over the age of 21, so you can't stop her. Keep that in mind. You cannot stop her. Would you submit to the pressures that are being applied right now from social media and the local press and the bigger tabloids and, New York Post to a DNA test? Why don't we do this? Why don't we do a poll? And then I'll pull some comments up, because this is a very interesting question, I think. And I'm curious to know. Now, I'm not talking about her parents. I'm talking about you as a parent. So this question is for you, audience. As a parent, would you submit to a DNA test of your own? Okay. All right. Mind you, this is a child that you birth. Okay. As a parent, would you submit to DNA tests of your own? Yes. If it brings peace to child. Okay. And I should really say adult child. Okay. Because she's not a baby. All right. Yes. For peace to adult child. No. No need. Won't entertain. And then I'm going to add a third option. I am not sure. Because I know some of you guys straddle the fence and you're like, I don't know. It's not as black and white as we would like it to be, and I get it. It definitely isn't. This is a really hard topic, guys. A really hard topic, okay? Definitely. Okay, I see the votes are coming in. We got 3 votes so far. Okay, 20 votes so far. This is a hard topic. I'm telling you, it's a very hard topic. Okay. No, but I'm weird. The harder they pressure, the harder I fight against it. It's the principle of the thing. I'm there with you. If the snake lady paid for it, Lord, I voted no. I'd be angry at my child for doing this. Is Kari? Shout out to Kari. I respect her parents' opinion either way. I don't understand her mental conditions or her culture. Ava, I love what you said that. We don't know what her. Listen, you do realize we're dealing with a whole different culture here, right? Like they're not Americans. I'm just saying. Callie says, "Yes, I would," but you make a good point. How could we really help with a adult child? Absolutely. Because if you give in to this adult child is 21. What else are you going to have to give into? Right? And now this is different. This is social media. You don't know what's going to happen out of this. Kathy P says, "No, not if I gave birth. No, I'd do everything I could to get her some help, maybe inpatient therapy." But again, she's over the age of 21, so she can decline. Remember what the family statement said? They try to give her everything and she wouldn't take it. She's not, really wanting treatment. Ooh-wee. She said, "This is almost like the show Finding Carters. Whatever they do, it should all be behind closed doors. I would back my daughter on her choice on this, but behind closed doors. My son has to follow my rules while living in my house, but I know I can't force him to be medicated, nor can I control what he does outside. I have 4 boys." I hear you, Nicole. My God bless your heart, Nicole. 4 boys. What have they already gave into it? I don't think they have. Okay, let me see. And yes, please get those likes up. Don't be a hater. This is a good stream, and I like having the conversation and joining you guys. And we typically have a really chill chat. So please hit that like button if you're enjoying the content. That's the best way to support my channel. Whatever the world dishes out to her, deserves or not, parents should always forgive. Woo wee. Wow, that's a heavy statement. For this, I do it for no other reason other than to squash it, says Rose. Shout out to Rose with thorns. Okay, let me look at this poll. All right, I got 101 votes, and we have over 200, close to 300 people in the chat. Has everybody voted, or you guys don't want to vote? And voting is free. Hitting the like button is free. It does not cost you a thing, okay? All right? Okay, more votes are coming in. When should I close this poll? You let me know. Okay. Absolutely. Is it Bexina Warrior? I think it's how you say. I love your name, by the way. Um, absolutely. There's red flags popping up. Who knows what the family has already been through with her? I would agree. I would agree. But believe it or not, this is what we have. Thank you, Junebug, for the $4, my love. Thank you so much for the super chat, super sticker. Thank you. You voted. Pigeon Mac voted. I have guardianship of my 35-year-old daughter because of her mental health issues. That's it. See? And that does happen. Sometimes you have to make decisions like such. And, bless you for that. People, I mean, yeah, I do the test and only give the results to Matt. Oh, okay, Vivacious. Okay, I'm looking at these comments. Heard that she has repressed memories of her childhood due to SA. Very likely. I don't take that away from her. She's probably been victimized. She's probably been through a lot. But does that mean that she's Maddie? No, I don't think so. Yeah, emotionally exhausted, in my opinion. I think so. I think they're very exhausted. We don't know what they've been through as well. Okay, let's get these votes right now. We have 131 votes. All right, so I have 66% that say yes. As a parent, would you submit to DNA tests of your own adult child? Yes, for peace to adult child. I had to condense the words because there's so many characters that allows you on the votes on the poll. No need, won't entertain, says 21%. And 13% said, I'm not sure. It's interesting. So some of you guys have said, yeah, I mean, I'll do it because I want my child to have peace of mind. All right. Here's my other question to everyone. We close that poll. What happens if you do the test and typing it up and no peace? Give up? Give up and shut down? I mean, what are you guys gonna do? Support child another way? And mind you, it's adult child. Because remember, I want you guys to think of it this way. The authorities declined her DNA test, doing a DNA test for her. You would have to wonder, why would they decline it? Why would the authorities decline her? She even said so. She said they declined the test. I don't think so. Because my concern is this. They do the test and it doesn't come out that she's Maddie. So then what's next? What's next? I see. That's a good point. She said, I'd do it to stop the McCanns from enduring all of this. Figure out what happened for a total breakdown in the family. Okay, I see. She might just pull something else. Well, what if she's not if she wasn't satisfied by whatever eligibility the police had or the authorities, because she did reach out and she said that in numerous interviews as well as self-disclosed. She said, I reached out. They said no, that she did not qualify for a DNA for the fact that her story was not making sense. Sources are saying that stories are not making sense. Can they do a temporary medical intervention? I'm petty like that. Lord, I'll put the DNA test results on the fridge for the whole family to see. Vic. Vic's like, you're not going to forget what you put me through. Vic would probably hang it up near like the Christmas ornaments every year, Vic. Vic would put it up there, right? Because I know I could see it, right, Vic? You would tell you. Pressy said that she would she will need to go to Maury. Lord have mercy. You guys stop it. Okay. The question that I had, and there's only 61 votes to it. What happens if you do the test and no peace? 60% said give up. 24% said not sure. And 61% are saying support adult child another way. Vic said that she would totally hang up the results near the Christmas ornaments. She would never, Vic is never going to let anybody forget what they've been through. You stand with Vic? Oh my. See, even through very tough topics, we can have really a good lightweight conversation in here. You guys are so funny. I don't know what to say. Wasn't there another case like this where a girl actually pretended to be a missing girl, but she got caught when her story finally didn't make sense? They did the DNA. I believe it wasn't it Timothy Pison or something like that? You'd call the therapist to see if there's anything more they can do. Okay. All right. I put my child on a psych hold. People can be dangerous with mental health issues, but remember, she is adult child over the age of 21. There's only so much you can do, guys. Only so much you can do. And if you put them on a psych hold, I mean, it's a 72-hour mental health hold, they would have to be a harm to self or others in order for them to be there. This is part of the issue with our mental health, system, at least in America. But hey, she's also an adult now. And if she continues without proof, it shows bigger is going on with her and nobody else. Guys, I just have a feeling that, thank you so much, Janine. Thank you. Gianni. Is it Gianni or is it Janine? Let me know. I have a feeling. And I told you guys, remember I did it. I predict, where are my Uno cards at? We were predicting with our Uno cards this morning. Where are my Uno cards at? There it is. Someone's going to get legally in trouble here. Something's going to happen. Now it's the 5 of blue. Something's going to happen. I'm just saying. Something's going to happen, guys. People are going to get in trouble. Something's going to happen. Yes, I have my Uno cards. That's how I make predictions on this channel. Look, no, yet the Uno. I need to put an Uno card emoji on our membership. How about that? Ava said it's the lies. For why? Stop it. I don't know, guys. Look, I'll tell you what. If there's other updates, I'll continue to talk about this. But I will tell you something. There isn't a whole lot of updates going on with this. It's just a circulation of information that we've already provided in like 5 other videos. You guys got to check the other videos out. I've uploaded a lot. If something else happens, there's another interview, I'll definitely air it because you guys are keeping up and wanting to know. But you know, it is what it is. I do have another version of the Uno. I am going to put an Uno card emoji because that's how we're going to do it. I don't have a draw. This is not a full deck. It's already not starting out very good. I only have a 2, a 3, and a 5. Lord, here's the camera. Here it is. Already we're starting out bad. Okay, we have to move on, yo, because we got another person we got to talk about, yo. This is so interesting to me at this point. I don't understand. And let me end this poll. And shout out to everybody that voted. Thank you so much for voting. So a couple days ago, we talked about I don't want to listen. Can we talked about somebody that is an alleged creator. I hate using that word. Creator. Okay, if you guys remember, it was the guy that put out this information out here saying that Dylan is trans. Hold up. And yes, I didn't want to talk about this. Well, Truth and Transparency put out a statement, okay, about Justin. Today, we were supposed to have an interview. Homeboy over here was supposed to interview Dylan. What had happened is that it's Wednesday and nothing is happening. Where is Dylan? I want to see an interview. I've been waiting. I put out a poll and I said, guys, it's Wednesday morning. Here we are Wednesday night. It's probably Thursday in some other sides of the world where half of you guys are from. Idaho4. There's some information that came out about the surviving victims, Bethany. Okay. A lot of information has come out about Dylan. All right. And there's so much more that continues to come about. Banfield is putting out sources that God knows where she's getting them from. I don't know. Sources close to the family that we have yet to really determine who's talking. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about in terms of this video, why don't we watch it? Okay. Again, this is pertaining to the horrific Idaho4 murders and pertaining to the 2 surviving witnesses / victims who have not spoken publicly to the media, but yet we have these certified trolls that don't have anything else to do with their time but come up with theories and put shit out about people, all cap, obviously. I don't know what to make of it, but let me remind everybody, we'll play this again. We'll do this under fair use, giving commentary because we definitely don't want to get struck. Let's do this.
These 3 men plus an additional man.
Go back.
On Monday of last week, Dylan Mortensen was attacked by 3 men. These 3 men plus an additional man are the killers who were inside the 1122 Keene house on the night of November 13th.
I can't with this guy. I can't. Did you see the whole 4-person shadow or whatever? Yeah, he put this out there and I'm like, well, she was attacked? Oh, Lord, 420 Mama's not having it. She said, look at these nuts and they're tomatoes. I'm pretty sure that there's a nut emoji in there somewhere. Just saying. and I'm trying to be very respectful because I know that people get in their fifis. I know I can get on my fifis sometimes. If people start making fun of my Beanie Baby collection or my little, you know, Danielle Steele novels, like I would be upset too. And that's what we were dragging about 2 days ago about this. I just feel like we're in our right to say something because we're upset about the situation. I've been waiting for an interview.
Now, I want to name their names, but I probably shouldn't. I've already received threats in the past, and I'm not exactly looking forward to getting more. Due to the extra ridiculous, unconstitutional as hell gag order, Dylan cannot talk and tell her story. But I can. I am working for the defense off the books, and I am not subject to the gag order.
What does it mean to work for the defense off the books? I was joking in the Glares chat and I said, well, I'm a YouTuber that works off the books. We work off the books. Hey, whatever. It is what it is.
Any intel fed to me is through a means of communication that does not break the gag order.
Okay.
That information from my informant gives me legal grounds to speak on this topic and to tell Dylan's story for her. The reason Dylan was attacked is because, yes, Dylan is trans. You heard me right.
Dylan was attacked because she's trans. No, my love, I'm not bashing Danielle Steele. I promise you. Okay. I used to read Danielle Steele when I was a lot younger. All right. Me and my wild imagination. But I'm just thinking in my mind, this would be kind of where you would find some of those Danielle Steele novels. I don't think I have anymore. I mean, you could probably find them at Goodwill nowadays. I don't know where people buy books anymore other than Amazon. But Goodwill's a good place, Yeah. You can't pay attention. The fan was very loud. It was. I believe Ashley Banfield Swords is about as accurate as Trump's truth. Lord CL. Neither one are. Oh, Jesus. The only reason you have legal grounds to speak under the gag order is because everything you say is not true and made up. That would totally give me legal grounds to speak on something. I have legal grounds to speak on the Idaho4 case because everything that I said is not true. No. It is what it is. Take that thing in outside. Stop it. Ooh, you guys are mad. Lord have mercy. You guys are mad at Banfield too. Absolutely. No, I agree with you on that. But Lauren's comment was the one that took me. I have legal grounds to speak on it because everything that I said is, at the very least, can we have a disclaimer that says that? Listen, the only reason why I'm clowning right now is because this guy promised a interview and we're still waiting on it. We're still.
Right. Dylan is trans. I know this to be a fact.
Lord. Let me hurry this up.
This is information that I exclusively know. I have a middleman, my informant, who is talking to Dylan for me. When I say that I have informants and sources, I'm really not joking about it.
It's not.
They're real and legitimate.
Yes.
I'm also being attacked due to being trans.
Hey,
As I have
Tico.
gotten closer and closer to the truth of what all happened in Moscow, I've been getting more and more resistance, pushback, and I have even had, assault and death threats. Which, for those of you who are responsible for those threats, I've already given them to a lawyer.
Lord mercy.
I'm absolutely the wrong trans guy to screw around with.
Fuck around and find out.
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 That's what he said.
I'm not going to back down from this challenge because I'm not afraid of a challenge. Challenges such as going through the entire process of transitioning from female to male, including 20 full years of transition. That's social, legal, medical, surgical.
Listen, I'm getting itchy just looking at the bins in the background. Thank you for pointing that out, Vic. That's not cool. Thank you, SW says there is a bro code, GF code. Isn't there a trans code? Like don't out another? Absolutely. Yeah, and so that's kind of where he messed up in my opinion. It's one thing to lie about a source, but it's another thing to try to then, I don't know, use a community to be able to substantiate a lie. I don't like that. That makes me upset, you know? And I had said that before. Well, let me stop sharing this guy because it's too much. And clearly we have no interview. Clearly it was all cap. Clearly. All right. So we have Truth and Transparency who posted on their community tab. Now I've heard different things about Truth and Transparency. I can't say that I'm like completely like I wasn't really happy about the Kim commentary, the fake mom who's related to the cousins and the primos and the primas and las abuelitas and los tíos from the other people that went to the university. You know, you guys remember that? You guys remember that entanglement with Kim from Wazoo? She sat in that interview. Nothing was substantiated that was said. This was somebody that was connected to Jonathan Lee Ritchie's, right? Another big cap. And came about, I believe Chronicles of Olivia was somebody that interviewed as well and trying to let us know that it's true, that everything that she's saying. And clearly we don't know. We don't know. And then come to find out that this is third, fourth, fifth, second generation information. Whatever. All right. So Truth and Transparency, who had interviewed Justin as well as Harsh Reality. And Harsh Reality is kind of like, if what Justin said is true, I'm willing to give an apology. And apparently there's an email. I just saw him post on his community tab that there's an email that he received from Justin. And, you know, he wants to know if everybody wants to hear about it. I don't know how you can, well, I mean, I guess if people want to hear about it, sure, hear about it. But if it's a shitload of information and if it has to do with the trans community, then I have a problem with it. Not only is my eye twitching, but my body is itching just thinking about how allergic to fake information I am. Just saying. Okay. Anyways, so this is what Truth and Transparency said, and it's very, very long. But basically, in her fourth little TNT little firecracker thing, it says, Justin, produce the proof that you claim against the individuals that you spoke on in any type of way that was labeled by you 100. Regardless, if you do that, please see the wisdom in taking down your videos that are slanderous or inciting hate towards any one person or community of people. We do have the right to freedom of speech and to have theories and to speak on those. What we don't have the right to do is to knowingly put out known falsehoods against others, knowing it interferes with their liberties. Fourth paragraph on the firecracker, I thought was legit. You know, hey KJ, I thought it was legit. You you never heard about that just until today, Lord. I mean, it's coming up. I don't know. Justin doesn't know Jack from his elbow. Oh my gosh, you guys are so mean. Oh my gosh. Okay. Look at you guys are still like, look, something's going on. Something's going on for sure. All right. So Truth and Transparency is telling Justin the Troll, take your videos down because you are knowingly putting people in such situations. So then I had a question. And I know everybody, okay, let me see how I want to phrase this. And it goes with Harsh Reality too. But if you interview somebody that say you didn't vet their information before you interview them, wouldn't that be a bit of like also participating in the messed up part of misinformation? Like in that fourth paragraph, I know she said she was going to put her interview down, which is great. But in the midst of that interview, wouldn't it be like a good opportunity to correct that? Or even when Harsh Reality put that video out there, like knowing that it was going to stir up some people because it wasn't reality, it wasn't fact, it was fiction, right? I'm just curious. Yeah, and that is not on some hater-ating shit, right? Lauren, it's for real, and I'm glad you're saying that. But If you intentionally interview, I mean, she sat there and she interviewed him for several hours. So in my mind, I'm thinking, well, is there a way that something could have prevented it? Or were they all waiting for Justin the Troll to drop this exclusive information? I'm just curious to know. Then on her fourth, okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the fifth paragraph. On the sixth paragraph, it says, Justin, I accept you as a transgender male and applaud you for your, I think it's for you attempted services for our country. Did he attempt to go to the military? And applaud you for your attempted services for our country. I applaud your bravery to live a life that empowers your social, physical, mental being, as well as the confidence and happiness it brings you. But with that said, please do not insult my intelligence or my compassion and grace I'm sorry, it's a typo. And grace for, because Justin, as much as I support the LGBTQ community, I also protect it. I protect it from people trying to exploit it, as I believe you have done on your video on Monday. I mean, yeah, Harsh Reality didn't interview him. You're right. Does our military allow trans vets to join? That's a great question. I don't know. Justin joined the Army, but was discharged after getting injured during the basic training. Thank you, Menace to Sobriety, for the heads up, I don't know. Nebulous. You have to eliminate the possibility of whatever remains. However possible, must be truth. Ask Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, what would Sherlock Holmes do right now? He was the first openly trans person to join the forces. Thank you so much, Menace. Yeah. So there's pics of Dylan as a child. Her BF confirmed 100% female. She went to high school with is it the Showalter people would know. Did Justin justify all of this away? I don't think Justin really gave a shit. I think he's a troll. Hey, Desiree, I think he's a troll. I don't think I think he weaponized and used the community, okay, as a way in which to give out that information. Because why would he feel the need? Because even in his description, he says that, well, I'm not going to let a non-trans person expose this. He used it. And how people are not upset about this, totally, I'm a little perplexed by that. He's a troll. That's it. Lord Justin will be joining the Uno card TikTok. Right, the Uno deck. That's it. He's a troll. Right, but then he also silenced the comments. He's just trying to start a fire and get clout. Absolutely. But it pissed off a lot of people in the true crime community. I'll say that. I don't think she's been tested yet. So I don't know about that. I'm just saying. Okay, so I think he's working to give someone credibility for calling him out. Media will be tricking pimps. P-I-M. Pips. P-I-M-Ps. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Justin already put blame on third party for the information. Are you serious? When did he do that? Today? I mean, there's no exclusive. I'm waiting for the exclusive. Lord have mercy, has he updated? I'd like to know. I mean, and I typically don't give trolls a whole lot of like attention like that. No, there's no information yet. He's still got his like 5 measly little videos. There's an IT guy that called him T-Rev channel earlier and confirmed he was using a fake account by a MAC address. Confirmed troll. See? No, he didn't say who, but he said he was told. Yeah. Because he is that. He's paid in the books, without the books, whatever he said. All right. So In addition, she calls out, she says, Justin, you being a transgender human being does not give you the right to speak for people because you deem them the same as you, like you did with the residents of 1122 King Road. And you did this by labeling them or categorizing them without as so much as a single shred of evidence. Why? Ask yourself that silently. If you believe this house or victims were that of a hate crime, that would be one thing, and I would implore you to bring that evidence to the proper authorities. But that is not what I gathered from the hours of studying our interview. I don't know how much studying there would need to be. I mean, I'm sorry, guys. What studying? Mm, mm-mm. Exactly. Sure did, Rico. Sure did. Sure did. Okay. I'll check it out. I'm just like a little bit, but at the same time, I'm sorry. I think for me, it's like if I have somebody on my panel and I'm doing an interview and they're spewing stuff like this, I know that it's better for them to finish their statements and say what they have to do. But if I have a concern or question about what's being spewed, I'm going to ask it. I typically don't give people a platform when I don't have a receipt for the shit that they're saying. Because otherwise, just like Wazoo mom, you know, Kim, who they didn't show any receipts for anything, nothing. And they were given a platform. How do I not know that Justin or Kim from Wazoo were not hired or paid by and I'm not saying that they would do this, but allegedly by the content creator? We don't know. Idaho4 is a hot story. If I put exclusive Idaho4 interview or receipts, I'm going to get clicks and views guaranteed. Mm. I'm just curious. So, my agenda will be the same: truth and transparency. Well, this is me being as transparent as possible with Justin and my viewers. Justin, take down your videos or bring the paper trail, period. And my interview with Justin will be coming down at midnight for those that want to go see it. If no receipts are coming forward by Justin, and no, I don't believe it's in cancel culture, my reasoning is simple. I stand by the good that this platform actually has to offer us as US citizens and globally. And in order to maintain that good, we as a channel owners must do our parts. So with that being said, if Justin can't produce the paper trail, then I think I rest my case on what I think about Justin's interview and what I think about his sources. Credibility is built and then maintained. And I do agree with that. Credibility is built and then maintained. Period. This is why me simply maintaining my street cred, TNT, and being an example on how you do that without immediately canceling culture, fair and consistent, will always be important to myself with this platform on the way I conduct myself as friends and a parent. Lastly, Justin, in order to compete in high school sports in Boise, Idaho, you must pass a physical, which most certainly includes your school records and medical records as part of the physical. Dylan played on the high school soccer team, the girls' high school soccer team. Yeah. And I applaud her for that. I'm glad she did that. But at the same time, I'm like, could there have been some review of the information prior? I don't know. I don't know. Ooh, is this the Drunk Turkey Show? I showed Kim's phone bill and had another bigger YouTube channel vet Kim so we could show that she is who she is. Hmm. Hmm. Well, thank you for giving me the heads up on that, and thank you so much for the 199. Okay, I will definitely check that. Yeah, I have questions though, but we don't know the relation. I think that that's what it is, Drunk Turkey Show, and I've talked about you before, and it's not like I am a little like, you know, just wondering because I know that you guys vetted it, but we have no way to determine how it was vetted. Now, I know that it was a bigger creator, but bigger creators can lie too, and I stand by what I say when I say that. So I kind of wonder a little bit, what does vetting look like when the information is third or fourth hand? You know? You know? Fair? Is that fair? Shout out to Queen Bee, who's also in the chat. Lord, I didn't even know I had these creators in my chat. Shout out to you guys. Queen Bee said, girl, I said this in my live earlier, and I was saying this again. I stand by what I say. I believe that they're all sketchy people. Ooh, think Justin is a liar, in my opinion. Right. Shout out to Queen Bee. I mean, but Queen Bee, and I think you talked about Drunk Turkey Show as well. I'm kind of curious to know, because I don't want to be like, when Kim from Wazoo came out, and I listened to that, and then I listened to Olivia's interview, and the biggest concern that I had is that you guys vetted the information. For me, it's like, I don't know who the third bigger creator is. I work with a lot of bigger creators as well in collabs. I've been shouted out a couple times, which is great. But what does vetting look like? And I think it's only fair. Now, is vetting through, whether it's phone records, like, or even relation? This is why I struggle when I heard how they were even related and if her kids went in there. And then I heard the association to another creator. It does raise a little bit of red flags, in my opinion. I put out several videos of what the vetting was, included the phone bill. Just because you haven't seen it doesn't make it real, but do you think a bigger YT channel would risk it? Yeah, I do. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, you have people will say that Joseph Morris, who's a big creator, okay, put out fake audio. Did I think that somebody would, do that? No, but it happens. People do shit like that. You had Tasha K that lied about Cardi B's herpes. People lie, and they're bigger creators. It happens. That's why I said, I don't know. Agreeing for them to come with the plan. I don't know about you. See, I didn't say all that. But I did say I'm concerned. And yes, Vic, there is a lot of them. I do. Thank you so much. I do. So that's why when I say, well, if it's alleged information, I'll say, like, this shit is alleged. Allegedly, this is what happened. But if it's third, fourth information, I'm just telling you, like, somebody with a behavioral science degree background, I struggle with third, fourth hand information. And it's not that I'm saying that your vetting is off. I'm saying I don't understand the vetting process as to how it was done. And it's only fair that we all question it, because at the end of the day, this is a true crime community, and that's what we do. Right? Mm-mm-mm. Absolutely. Any day. I see it happen all the time. Any day. And I don't know, like, even in the most recent one with Joseph Morris and the audio, and he has how many people? And he was so embarrassed by the situation that he privated his videos. Yeah. And he got called out not only by bigger creators, but by Banfield as well. And even now, I call out Banfield as well because of the way they do their shit. It's only fair. Just saying. Just saying. But no hate or anything like that. That's just how I do it. That creator interviewed the family. Not everything is a conspiracy. Agreed. Not everything is a conspiracy, but I have questions. And I'm not the only one that feels that way. Clearly, not only are there other channels that have questioned it, there are other subscribers or other members. So it's either, how do you get feedback from everybody to figure out how would you vet, how would you show everybody that this is how it, no, that this is how you did it versus, I don't know. There's got to be other ways to deliver the information. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, you can question what you please, but doesn't mean I'm going to dox anyone. I went as far as I did. I still question it. It's on you. I don't think you were asked to dox anybody. Matter of fact, this isn't even about us. I don't think you were asked to do that. Is that the only way there would have been to vet it? Matter of fact, let me do this, okay? Why don't I drop the link? Let me drop the link for you, okay? Here is the link if you want to help me understand or help everybody understand here. I have no problems. You know, I have no issue with anybody. But is the only way to vet the information, would that be just by doxing her? I didn't even know that you would have to have doxed her to vet the information. I made several shows indicating the vetting process. Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't think, I'm not the only one. And when you say by bigger creator, do they not want to be named? I'm curious. Can the creator be named, the bigger one that was also wouldn't risk that their channel to be? See, that the thing is that if, who was it? Was it Olivia? Is that the bigger creator? No? You just don't get it. Ooh. Even we believe that this person exists. Right. Oh, yeah. Right. And she also interviewed Kim, right? So is she the one that vetted the information as well? Because I thought it was you and her, but I didn't know if there was other bigger creators that were vetting the stuff. So Olivia vetted it, right? We also called Olivia out too. I don't think that there's anything wrong with that drunk turkey show. I mean, we're all open to that criticism. I think it was Olivia. I think that's who it was. I could be wrong. Was it just Olivia? Why did she private the live then? You know what I'm saying? I'm curious how, because even when you guys had the interview, you guys said, well, I know you vetted it and your vetting was extensive, and you vetted it and your vetting was extensive. I put the link down. He doesn't have to, Drunk Turkey Show doesn't have to come up. And again, no shade, but I'm just curious. Okay, it was Olivia. Thank you. It was Olivia. So I appreciate you for letting us know. Lord. Oh, Jesus. You guys are going in on this chat. Look, I wouldn't say Olivia's credible. A lot of you guys are saying, sorry, but Olivia zoomed into a random person's house claiming it was Bryan's bedroom. Let's not act like this is credible. Oh, Jesus, you can't please everybody. Look, I ain't got no beef with the Drunk Turkey Show, okay? I don't. But, you know, you're a much bigger channel than I am, all right, which is absolutely fine. I think we all can definitely call out. I've been called out too. All right. Yes, Drunk Turkey Show, we can all call out creators that can't show their sources or receipts, but I feel that they should be held accountable for passing misinformation like the call with Kim. Queen Bee, I couldn't agree with you more. I'm going to drop the link one more time. If anybody wants to speak on that matter, and this is for those, Queen Bee, you can hit the link as well, or Drunk Turkey Show. I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. This is probably a really good learning opportunity. Guys, I invite that. Trust me, I don't run away from conflict. I don't run away from anybody. I run towards it. So it'd be great. There's the link. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. All right. I'm giving you guys a couple minutes if you want to hit the link. And by the way, I do get called out all the time. I'll say that. I get called out all the time. We all get it. We all get it. I'd love to hear from Queen too. Definitely, she's got like one of the best panels on the true crime sector. I think Wazoo Mom heard a bunch of ish from kids and decided to go public, but the info was no good. How you possibly vet that without being at the scene or being a cop? We put up the conversation between myself and Olivia. I'm not coming on tonight, but more than happy to when we can schedule it. All right, Drunk Turkey, thank you so much. And maybe that's what we can do. Because I think at the end of the day, we're all part of the same community, right? So if there is misinformation, maybe you guys have more questions. Queen Bee might have more questions, right? I know you guys did what you did. It just felt off. Something felt off about that. And I'm not the only one that has felt that. So, but I appreciate, let me tell you, I respect anybody that can come to my chat when we've talked about them. I respect you for that. So thank you for doing that. I appreciate you for that, because you clearly don't run away from people that call you out, unlike these creators that do and ignore. So thank you for that. Thank you for that. Seriously. Absolutely. It's awesome to hear opinions, and I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong, and I will apologize. Absolutely. Callie Dime, period. Right there. Absolutely. It happens. We make mistakes, yo. We're just as human. We can all learn. Absolutely. So maybe that's something that we can schedule. I have no problems. If you have an IG, I'll go look for it and we could schedule something. Because, like I said, we're all part of the same community and we could definitely learn from each other. I just feel like they should have given the harder questions. Try to help her understand what she may be going to the case by spreading fifth-hand information. Yeah, and I'll tell you that I definitely clowned the information. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was definitely like, well, how is this relation happening? I mean, I sit on it and I own it. If there was something, maybe there was something that I missed, but I'd like to understand. And if by my understanding, maybe then I can help my subscribers understand if there was something there that we might have missed. Cool. I'm into true crime paranormal. Right. Everybody is all over the place. What was the Did you guys see the new emojis on our channel? But anyways, guys, let's get back to the program. I'm gonna follow up with you. I'm gonna take you up on that. Definitely. I'll take you up on that. Thank you so much, Drunk Turkey Show, for stopping by. And as well as Queen Bee, shout out to both of these creators, okay? What was the reason? You guys are saying for why? Look, why don't I just play it for you guys? What was the reason, Justin, the troll, for doing what you did? What was the reason for leading us on to think that you had an exclusive and now my heart is broken? I was rooting for this person. I really was. Where the hell is my meme? What was the reason? Put your Cardi B's up, because if you're a member, you know that you have this as well.
I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I just explained the reason.
What was the reason, bitch?
I don't need to explain myself to you. And
what was the
reason? What was the reason? Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, Lord. It's all good, you guys. He probably doesn't have any time right now. It's okay. We will schedule something, okay? I promise you. I'm a person of my word. What was the reason? I was rooting for all of you. I really was. And then you guys messed me up on this chat. All right, guys. It's getting late and I got to get out. I got to get off. I can only do so much. Shout out to everybody, all of our new members. Make sure you guys hit the like button, please, because that's how you support the channel. Make sure you subscribe. I better have everybody subscribed here by now, okay? If you're commenting, I have to hit the subscribe because I get a lot of trolls, lots of them all the time. Oh, Lord, you guys are still going in on this chat. My goodness. Well, shout out to everybody. Clearly, we would be waiting here all night for an interview with Dylan. It's not going to happen. It's not. And I don't want anybody being led to a rabbit hole on an email or a response from a troll. All right. That being said, I hope you guys have a great night, because I am out and I'm exhausted. Rabbit.